want you to tell me my filing status. So let's go ahead and bring this up for review. Okay, so I have a son, and I want to claim him as a dependent. So you need to ask me questions to determine my filing status. He's 19.
Does he go to school?
He graduated in May.
Does he have any?
He, he had a part-time job. He made $8,000 in his job that he got after school, after he graduated, and he got the PFD. No, it's just me and him living together.
How much do you make?
I make $84,000.
I think that
That
would be head of household, wouldn't it?
they would be qualifying dependent
Mm-hmm.
if they graduated, but they made too much money.
They made over 4,700. Or just that.
Okay,
It
let's
should be
move.
head of household. Or single, unqualified.
Okay, let's, maybe we need to review the test for qualifying child. Is joint return test.
As a student, they graduated as a student. The child lived with you for more than half a year.
Yeah, he lived with me the whole year.
What did your child spend his money
Um, he bought a car, so he spent that on gas, and goes out he likes to go to Taco Bell a lot.
So I think they would be a qualifying child.
Lock the answer for head of household?
Okay, and that is correct. Head of household, because he is my qualifying child. Why? Because of the age test. He was a full-time student for at least any part of 5 months during the year. Graduated in May. January, February, March, April, May. It's 5 months. So he graduated in May. He's a student under 24. So he is my qualifying child. And he lived with me for more than half the year, which makes him my qualifying person for head of household filing status. And I'm not married, or you could have asked me that, and I would have said I wasn't married. And they're related to me and lived with me for more than half the year. I pay more than half custody of the home. So yes, head of household is correct. Okay. Let's see. I have 2 foster kids.
How old are
12 and 8.
Are you married?
No.
they? How long did that have to be?
The 12-year-old was placed with me in March, and the 8-year-old was placed with me in July.
So you would, household for the one that's with you in March as a dependent, the one that's placed with you in July. You would have to be other dependent.
The child that was placed with me in July is not a dependent at all.
Right. Okay.
Not even not even other dependent.
So just the one that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But that would make you eligible for head of household.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You would also need to ask these other questions. So let's say, okay, I live with my daughter. I want to see if I can be head of household. She's 8.
Okay. Is she with you all year?
Yeah,
Did she have any?
just the PFD.
Are you married?
Yes.
Is anyone else playing with a child?
I don't think so. I don't know who would. You're the tax professional. You would know.
So you're married. You and your spouse live together.
No, she moved out in August.
Really, you not qualified for head of household.
Correct. Yeah.
Did you live together in the last 6 months of the year? Your options are married filing joint if you can track her down, or married filing separate.
Okay. All right. That's good. And if I had said that my spouse moved out in May,
Yes.
you would have the opposite answer. You had a household. Okay. My disabled son lives with me. I want to see if I can be head of household or whatever.
Are you married?
No.
Did he live with you all year?
Yes.
Does he have any income?
He gets $8,000 a year from Social Security, and he also got permanent funding.
Is he permanently disabled?
Yeah. Yeah. He was injured, in a poisoning, and caused brain injury, and so he's now disabled.
Oh, is he?
Anybody else playing?
He's 23.
Can anybody else play with?
I don't know. That's up to you to figure out.
He would be qualifying kind of if he's disabled.
You know, all around town.
Well, my child, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he's disabled, he can make
So,
more.
yes, you would be.
Oh, wait, but with his income, which do you think?
I make 65,000.
Yeah, you would be a household.
Okay. All right. Let's say. Okay. Let's say I live with my daughter and granddaughter, and I want to see what my family status is.
How's your daughter?
25,
And your granddaughter?
6.
How much does your daughter make?
She has a pretty good job. She made about like 60, maybe 70,000 last year.
How much would you
I made like 50,000.
No.
So you wouldn't be able to spend them.
You'd be single and your daughter would be.
Your daughter would be able to claim your child as independent.
Okay.
Well. Technically,
Anybody else with a daughter?
No, nobody asked that.
Can anyone else claim a child?
I don't know.
Is your daughter married?
No, she's not.
so technically, wouldn't you both be single? You'd both have to file single, and your daughter would have to file with a qualifying dependent.
Well, let's see. So I would not be able to file head of household because I don't have any dependents. So remember, when you're dealing with head of household and figuring out, you always have to be able to refer back to dependent.
Yeah.
So I don't have any dependents. So
Single.
so no matter what, I can't be head of household if I don't have any dependents. No, except for the 8232 stuff.
Right, so you would have to file single.
Okay.
Your daughter could claim the head of household with her AGI being over yours if she provided more than half the support.
Perfect. If she pays more than half the bills, then she would be head of household.
I had to call last year.
No,
Yeah.
you retain.
Okay.
It depends on how the money is spent.
Right. Okay. Let's go back to different situation. So, it may sound familiar, but it's actually different. I want to claim my disabled son as a dependent, and I want to know what my father's son is.
Oh, fine.
He's 33.
What's it, your daughter?
He gets 8,000 from Social Security, disability, and a permanent funding.
What's your AGI?
$65,000.
Are you married?
No,
Is your son married?
And you provide support for him all year.
yeah, I pay for all of his bills.
So with him being disabled, you might be able to claim head of household because he's over 19 and not going to school, but he is disabled.
That is qualified,
Mhm.
so yeah. Right?
There's another question you missed,
Oh.
another fact you missed.
He lives with you all year.
No, he has his own apartment, but I pay all of his bills.
So,
No, so would still be
Qualified.
qualified relative, because you don't have to live with you to be a qualified relative. But for head of household, they have to live with you and be related to you.
So you file a single.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All
Right.
right, who is your parent, you could climb the household.
Yeah, only in the case of supporting your parents and paying their bills. So it's a special rule just for parents.
Okay, that's why I did.
Unless the child is in like a detention center
Juvenile detention is considered a temporary absence.
or like a disabled living assisted living, would that count as temporary absence as well?
Only if it were temporary, so probably not.
So if
So like a rehab facility.
if they were in like a correction facility or something, like your house was getting upgraded, then that would count.
Right,
Not if they were in their own apartment or assisted living.
right.
Unless they were in the assisted living home, if they had surgery and required them to have rehab, and then that would be also considered.
Right. Yeah, so like maybe he had knee surgery and needed to be there for 6 months for physical therapy. That would be a medical absence. That'd be temporary. But if they were, but if he was in a long-term assisted living, I don't think that would count. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I live with my son, and I want to know what my father status is.
How old is your son?
He's 11.
How long did he live with you?
Ever since the divorce in 2018.
So you're not married?
No, not anymore.
You didn't remarry.
Correct.
Can the child of the parent claim it?
Yeah. It's 2024 this year. I think it's her turn to claim him.
So you would need 83 parent.
Okay.
32.
What?
32.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can still file that income and get the earned income credit and
Yes, exactly.
they just get that $1,000.
Good job. So yes. So even though my ex-wife is going to claim him as a dependent, I'm still head of household.